I'm James Milan, and the APN Book Club selection for this month is the book called Powers of Two. It's written by Joshua Wolf-Schenk. It's a nonfiction book that looks at a lot of different creative pairings and bases its premise on the idea that it is actually the creative pair that is the essence of the creative act. So joining me today, I'm happy to say, are the creators and founders of FoodLink, a food recovery program. And on my far right is Deanne DuPont, and in the middle, Julie Kremer. Thanks for coming in to talk.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
The author of the book lays out a model, basically, of tracing through various stages. His first stage is the stage of meeting, and followed quickly by a second stage, which is the identification of the confluence, the interest that the pair would share. How did that come about for you guys?
We were both enumerators for the 2010 census, and in training we found that we were both living close to each other, and for some reason we gravitated towards each other during our training and began chatting and learning that we both had an interest in recycling, recovering, composting, concern with people in need, and that's how we met.
Well, we came together again because of the Minuteman Parent Association at Minuteman High School. We got involved in projects that the association was doing, receiving a donation from the new Lexington Panera that we were picking up for the event that started this. When I picked it up, they were only about a year old, and I asked, they had people picking up every night, and they said, as a matter of fact, we only have a group coming one night, and you have to be a 501c3 in order to pick up a donation. And that's when I said to Deanne, the other nights they don't have anybody picking up this bread, and we need to do something about it. And that was the beginning. I kind of think that we're just both doers. Deanne has a huge strength in the business area of organizing a business and getting things going.
And I think we do both bring different talents to the table. I mean, my background is finance and accounting, and Julie brings this real go-getter attitude, I think, which I think the two complement each other very well. In addition to, we're both doers.
One of the things that Joshua Schenk talks about in the book as being an essential element to long-term creative partnerships is actually tension, where there's areas of disagreement or dissonance, and they have to work that out. Does that kind of thing ever arise for the two of you? Do you have points of disagreement? How do you resolve those kinds of issues?
I would say it's more that we don't necessarily would always do things the same way. If there's maybe frustration or tension, I think that's an overstatement. It's that sometimes we'll do things a little different, but then we both know that the other person is trying to do the best they can.
We're also really good at picking up when the other is literally overloaded. There are days you can't remember anymore what's going where, and if you don't have the computer in front of you to look on the spreadsheet, you're calling or texting and saying, do you need this for so-and-so, or oh my gosh, I forgot to deliver here.
So the
it's a
communication is
constant
constant, it's daily.
Yeah. Constant.
And you're both signed on for that.
Yeah.
And this has been, I think, one example among many, but this is a great local example of the kind of collaboration that Joshua Wolf-Schenk is talking about in his book, Powers of Two. We appreciate very much Deanne DuPont and Julie Kremer coming in to join us today from FoodLink, and we appreciate your being here with us as well. Thanks for joining us.